everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Telesin sent me this camera grip holder for the DJI OSMO action cameras. This is going to work with the 3, the 4, and the 5. They also sent me along some other accessories like a filter set here, an action camera filter. I think it's just one filter. And then they also sent a selfie stick tripod, mini tripod 2.0. So we're going to unbox all these things, take a look at them, try them out, but I'm really excited about this grip because it's going to allow me to actually have a place to mount a shotgun mic, and I'm looking forward to that. So let's jump in, try it out, and here we go. All right, let's take a look at everything here, and this is the filter set. It's all sort of blacked out as we can see, but we'll get to that. I think we'll open that one last. We also have the mini tripod, the selfie stick here. As we can see, it looks like a lot of other ones on the market, but it looks like it's going to work really nicely. So we're going to take a look at that one after we open the camera grip holder here. So let's take a quick look, and not much on the box here, which is great. So let's cut through this tape so that we can get this thing open and try this out. Now you may notice from the picture on the box here, there is a space right there. It's a little cold shoe, and I'm looking forward to that because that means I have a place where I can mount an on-camera microphone, like a little shotgun mic. So now I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I do have a microphone, a little on-camera shotgun microphone that works with USB-C and with the DJI Osmo Action 5 right here, right there. That USB-C port is actually a place where you can mount microphones, and so I'm excited for that. All right, looks like we are going to get, we'll get that out in a moment. We're going to have the grip right here, and this thing is actually a little heavy. Man, this has some weight to it. Nice. But on here, this looks like it's where it's going to screw onto the cage. It has a little key that's actually in here that you can use, and there's a slot for it that's magnetic so that you can have it with you all the time and not lose it. On the bottom here, it looks like a 1/4 20 thread mounting point, and it looks like a point right here where you can put in like a little lanyard or something, like a wrist strap. So nice. All right, and let's see if I can get that out. This is the camera grip holder user guide, so we have that if we need it. And then this is the cage, also metal. Nice. That is so nice. And I think this is going to be the release button. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and easy. Looks good. You just hit that and it opens right up so that you can put your camera right on in there. Now I'm not sure which direction. I guess I'll go by I guess this is a shutter button. Yeah, that is a shutter button right there. And I don't know if you can see that, but it pushes in a little bit, so it's going to hit the shutter. So I imagine that this is going to go right in here. Let's see. I think this is probably going to slide if I get this in there properly. That's pretty tight. All right, just like that, and it's in there. All right. And you can see right here on this side, you still have room for your doors to open up so you can charge the thing. You can hit the power button right there. On the bottom, you still have access to your your mounting point with your magnet, so that if you have a little magnetic shoe like this, you can let's get that the right direction. You can get that right in there and still have it set up and ready to go. So that is also very, very nice. All right, on this side though, I think on this, yeah, this side opens up here. So when you open that up, you can then access your battery and your memory card. So you can use this, you could put this cage on and pretty much never take it off if you don't want to. I mean, it pretty much gives you access to everything that you need without taking the cage off, which is absolutely fantastic. So, all right, we're gonna get to this. You can see right there, that's the mounting point for this grip. But before we do, let's get this piece out here, which I believe this is the cold shoe that's gonna go on top. I think this may go, let's see, I'm not exactly sure how this works. Maybe this, yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure what this is. I think this goes right here, maybe. Oh yeah, is that what that is? Maybe it gives you another. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm not. I somehow I don't think I have this set up right, but it definitely. But this part right here, that is definitely. That looks like this is definitely some sort of cold shoe button or something. And this looks like it goes. This is a cold shoe mount. Cold shoe mount. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is set up. I think maybe this goes if you're using the grip, the handle or something. So we're going to test all this out. We're going to see if we can get this all going. This is a lanyard, so you can use that if you want to. It's a nice little wrist strap. I think these are great, especially if you're out and about traveling. I'll try and get that thing off camera. I have to get through the plastic. And I think that's it. Now, these things are all great. Like this is great because you can throw this on your wrist and let it hang. You don't have to worry about dropping it or losing it or something. So especially if you're in the water or just whatever, just traveling, it's nice because if somebody tries to come and grab it, it's going to be on your wrist. So it's going to pull back and keep them from just being able to snatch it off. It might hurt your arm a little bit, but it'll save your camera. So yeah. All right. Take that off to the side some. Let's open this up here. And I think there's a little bit of tape on there. So let's go ahead and see if we can cut through that. And there we go. Get that out. And all right. So it looks like this is it. Oh, I like this. It has a nice little fat handle. Like some of the other ones are definitely thinner. This has like a nice little fat handle. And this is rubberized in there. So very nice. All right. So if you have this on here, oops, I dropped stuff. Let me grab it. I'm dropping stuff. All right, so if you get that right there, now what you can do, simply throw that in there, put this on, and screw that right in there just like that. And booyaka, now you have your selfie stick. You can angle it like this if you want, and you can extend it out, and there you go. So there it is. And I like this because it is a little mini tripod, so you can pop those things out just like that. And now you have a little tripod that even extends up a little bit. So if you need to do that, that is absolutely wonderful. All right, we're going to take this off just for the moment, and we want to take a quick look at the filter here and see what they're going to give us with this filter. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all this stuff up in a proper way and see if we can take it outside and shoot with it. And I want to see if I can. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. We are going to have 4 filters. We're going to have a circular polarizer CPL filter. We're going to have an ND8 filter, and we are going to have an ND16 and an ND32. Big ups on, big ups for real with Telesin for sending this out. Now, I'll be honest with you. CPLs are great. I know a lot of people love them. They're great for removing reflections off of water, for glass, all that stuff. I would have really loved to see, instead of a CPL filter in here with these NDs, I would have loved to have seen an ND1000. Because I use those far more frequently than I would ever use a CPL filter, because with an ND1000, I can knock the daylight down to it looks like it's dark. So if I'm shooting and I want to be able to get a really long exposure, let's say I want to get like a 1 or 2 second long exposure so that I can shoot, say, a motion time lapse or something in the daytime where it looks like people are disappearing from the scene, or I can get those long streaks if I'm driving or something. I can do that in the daytime with a ND1000. You can't really do that with a CPL. So just letting you know, Telesin, I would love to see an ND1000 in one of these kits. But I'm appreciative for what you guys sent out. So, all right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna get everything set up now, and I'm gonna see if I can mount a microphone on this kit, and then we're gonna go shoot it and see how it works. All right, just so you can see the difference with the filters, this is the ND16 right here. This is an overexposed image. I'm gonna put this on, which is basically like sunglasses for your lens, and boom, just like that, you can see the exposure now looks really, really nice. All right, let's go shoot outside. Okay, I have the whole kit set up now and I'm using it, and I have the hand grip, I have the cage, I have the little shutter trigger thing going there, and I even threw on my mini shotgun microphone on top so that we can get a little bit cleaner audio. It does have a dead cat because it's a little windy out here, so it helps knock down some of that wind. But unfortunately, because this is an action camera and this mini shotgun microphone is on a shock mount, sometimes it bounces and actually shows up in the frame, which is, you know, just one of those things that happens. I mean, it's been happening pretty much with every little mini shotgun mic and action camera that I've had so far. So yeah, but I have to say I like this little setup. It is nice. It makes your camera a little bit bigger, so if you want a very, very small, tiny, compact system, I would probably say, you know, stick with your camera and the cage. Unless you really need that handle, you know, that grip, then the cage and is pretty much good enough, I guess, if you just want to mount a shotgun microphone on here. Now, one other thing is, with this setup, the little trigger button or shutter button thing that's on there, it is super duper sensitive. I mean, like super duper sensitive, and I had to actually turn off the snapshot feature on my camera. Now, the snapshot feature on the Osmo Action is when you actually can just push the shutter button without turning the camera on, and it will just automatically start recording. And that feature is very nice if you're trying to get a shot really quickly. But what I found is almost immediately I was having accidental triggers, like because that shutter button on here, it is so sensitive, you know, that it just automatically starts triggering the recordings. And so I actually had to turn it off. But I am recording with the filters right now. You can probably see I am completely in silhouette because the light is right behind me. If I turn this way, it gets a little bit better. I'll be over in the sun in just a hot second. So yeah, I'll just turn around here. But what I can say is I like this a lot. It works really, really well for what it's supposed to do. And if you're walking around town somewhere and you just want to be able to have a nice grip on your action camera so you can take some photos or videos, because a lot of these action cameras can take really nice photos as well, then I think this is going to be a nice accessory for you to have. Now, I will say there is one little part on here that has me concerned, and I'm not really sure if I have this thing mounted right, but with the cage, when you're using the handle in the cage, there's that little plate that slides into the cold shoe of your cage, and that's where your shutter button is. And this thing seems to lift up. If you turn it to the side, it just seems to lift up off of the mount. And I'm not sure if I don't have this thing mounted properly or something, because it seems like if I just flip the camera straight upside down, it doesn't do that. But if I turn it to the side, it definitely seems to do that. And I'm wondering if somehow, if it's off to the side, if I'm just holding my camera with my camera strap or something, with the wrist strap, if it's going to sort of break off at some point. So yeah, it's a little worrisome, and I'll have to look at that further and try and figure it out. Okay, well, it is getting a little bit dark out here, and it's definitely cold, so I'm heading back into the house. But I did want to take this filter off because I wanted to see if there was any sort of color shift or anything with the filter on versus with it off. So this is just a little taste of shooting without the filter, pretty much in the same situation. So you guys can take a look and tell me what you think. All right, everyone. Well, there you go. That is my look at the Telesin camera grip holder set and the mini tripod selfie stick and the filters. They all work really, really well together. I have to say, I am loving them. Now, I will tell you that the camera grip holder is going to make your camera, well, a little bit bigger because you're gonna have the grip and the cage on there. And the filter set is absolutely wonderful. You're going to love it. It really is a nice way to knock down the light. So if you're trying to get that nice cinematic look outdoors and it's nice and bright, you can put a filter on there that's going to help knock down that light so that you can control your shutter speed. So this selfie stick for me, primo. Absolutely loving it. I think you're going to love it too. It's going to be my new just mini selfie stick for everything, not just for this cage or this camera grip set, but for basically all my action cameras. So anyways, there you have it. I'm going to leave a link to everything down below in the video description so that you can check them out. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.